Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mike.
BBL Drizzy. All right.
Hey, let's talk about news today, man. Let's jump into it. Do you think Diddy is going to jail?
Did he do it or did he not? I don't know. But guess what I do know is that he likes stomping on skinny, light-skinned women on camera and then dragging them back to the hotel room.
Dude, that video is ridiculous.
That's some diabolical gut-wrenching stuff right there because she absolutely did nothing to you on those cameras. She didn't even try to fight back. You stumped her twice. And you threw something at her. Like, what?
Yeah, it legit looked like she was not, like, it looked like he punched her, grabbed her in that process.
He grabbed her by her neck and threw her to the floor.
Threw her down. And it looked like she was out for a second. And then he kicked her.
She was probably crying.
Then he went and grabbed her stuff. And then he kicked her again.
Like, do you just think you got that much money where that just was never going to get out? Like, why were you... If you was going to be doing stuff like that, you need to be on a private island or something because
I honestly think that's why he settled with her.
And then he sat down in the lobby with a towel on. A towel.
Mm-hmm.
Where the elevators is. Nobody came up the elevators. I'm presuming they were on a high floor or something. So maybe that's why nobody came up. Sat down and got the nerve to be frustrated because she tried to leave with her stuff.
And then he threw a vase at her.
Yeah.
Or two vases or something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't. They look like a vase. It was a cylinder shaped thing, but I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, she could not have made you that mad. And for the amount of money that you have, was it that deep? And who knows what else that she actually settled out for? And he's been accused of some pretty lewd stuff. And just because you get accused of something lewd like that, don't mean it's true. But like, you're not helping your case here.
I'm positive there was an NDA on there. And so that's why she never actually spoke up. But somebody leaked that video.
On purpose, yeah. It's got to be some justice. It's got to be some justice being given out. Pardon me.
You know it is because it was like, what was it, yesterday or the day before that Diddy literally just made a tweet. And he was saying like, he's staying silent, but the truth will come out here soon or something like that. And then this video drops. And now everything that Diddy's accused of looks like it's more like has more validity behind it.
At least some of it. Like, I wouldn't say all of it, but some of it. I'm confused about this whole thing where they claim that he got stopped by whoever, Homeland Security or whatever. And then they call his supposed drug mule.
Yep.
And then dude bonds out of jail 2 hours later. And now he's taking a plea deal where he's getting no jail time, but he was caught with all these drugs on a private plane. What kind of deal did you take, sir?
It wasn't just a private plane. It was Diddy's private plane.
Exactly. So how are you not getting in trouble for that at all? And this guy is just taking all the fall for it.
He's snitching. He telling on everybody. He ain't just telling on Diddy. Like, I guarantee he gonna end up hung in prison or dead before he get a chance to testify. He ain't telling on just Diddy. He's telling on Diddy. He's telling on the people he was selling the drugs to. He's like, I think there's higher up people in Diddy's bracket that will make sure this guy don't survive.
And then on top of that, somebody had to have snitched in the first place because what's the odds of them just pulling up on the plane the day y'all was trafficking these drugs?
Well, supposedly they were just trying to get Diddy.
Yeah, but on that same token, what a stroke of genius. What kind of luck is that to actually catch somebody in the act like that? And then, like I said, they didn't ever arrest Diddy. They just talked to him, but they arrested the other guy. This like on some GP type stuff. Now, if we've seen this story play out 1,000,000 times, that is not how that works. They taking everybody to jail. Grandma, puppies, babies, everybody going down.
Worst case, I think if Diddy gets charged with any of the assault stuff, like, and I don't know what the statute of limitations is because that was 2016, so it's been 8 years. But if he gets charged with any type of domestic violence and assault or whatever, he'll go on probation. Worst case, he'll end up in a Martha Stewart prison where he can pretty much come and go as he wants, essentially. I don't think Diddy ends up in no maximum security or doing anything like that. Him, T.I., Martha Stewart, they all end up in the same little cushy prison.
That's some nasty work. It's like it just feels like you just getting away with so much at this point.
So do we believe like the other rumors about the Diddy parties?
There's got to be something about them. I ain't gonna say that specifically, but it's a lot that goes on, and I feel like they probably signed NDAs, and there's so many people there, so many things going on that if they tell on him, you got to tell on the other people that's there. So you might not necessarily be into it with the other people that was there, but you might have a disagreement with Diddy. So you like, I'm just not gonna say nothing because I don't want my people to get in trouble. We was there, but I don't like how Diddy was doing X, Y, and Z. But you know, Marcus and Pookie and all them was there. I don't want them to get in trouble.
But so many people have partied with Diddy, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
but like when you hear the stories and everybody who say they party, it's not adding up when they saying partying. Like I just happened to see an interview about the game, and he said that he thought he was signing with Diddy, and Diddy just took him around for 2 years straight to party. That's it. That's all they did was party, and Diddy bought him expensive stuff for 2 years straight. No rapping, no recording, no features, no nothing. All Diddy did with him was just party.
He was trying to groom him, but the game wasn't falling for it.
I mean, but technically, didn't you fall for it? What other grown man that's another grown man just take him around like that and just do that? Like you parading him around like he a pretty girl. And that's what dudes do to females. You don't do that to no another man. 50 Cent said it best. You ain't about to let you buy me no clothes and be doing this. Now, if it was me and you and one of us got more successful than the other one, or you won a lottery, and you would say, hey, man, come on, bro, we about to go buy stuff. That's different because of where we come from and how we grew up and all that.
Right, but this is somebody who ain't come up with him.
Yeah, this is a whole nother man, and you like really got him out here in hotels and, you know, calling him, getting him hype, and just like, oh, yeah, just get up, man. We about to get on a private jet and fly to Barbados, dog. We about to, nah.
Meanwhile, day 26 still in the basement. Talking about, don't want to play no games. I want you exclusive. And then he's sitting there talking about, yeah, that's right.
I mean, and then if you go, like, just everything is just diabolical. If you've done something in the past and it's on tape, it's a wrap. I'm not a fan of recording stuff besides the podcast because that's just wild. Like when they was going back and look at some of his tapes on Making the Band and how he was talking to them.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was real saucy.
But it shows like some of the stuff that Cassie was saying, and then you go back and you look at Making the Band and like, oh, I need y'all to run across New York City to get me a thing of ice cream.
Like he really meant that. That wasn't for TV. They really did that.
Yeah. It makes it seem like, oh, he really is just letting his power go to his head. But then like you think about like the Danity Kane girls, and
I was just gonna say, what happened to Danity Kane?
What's going on with them? And Aubrey, I mean, she talks about some stuff, but she is like 50-50 as far as believable goes, because I mean, you want to believe what's coming out of her mouth, but she's been chasing the spotlight the last like 5 years, and she has never mentioned this. As outspoken as she's been, never mentioned it until Cassie came out and said something.
The crazy part is people think that he knocked off his late wife, and that's just crazy because ain't that his
kid's mama?
Yeah, the one the one that's rapping right now. What's his name? King Combs?
Yeah.
That's crazy that he would done that. And I'm like, if you did do that and then you just raised your son and just like me in that weird zone of, yeah, your mom just died. And so, yeah, just, you know, do what I'm doing. It's crazy. That's some nasty work right there.
But they also say he took out Biggie. Like,
yeah, but people just always said that just because, but we'll never know. Well, we will never know unless it's some substantiating evidence.
People gonna believe it more now.
Yeah.
After this Cassie stuff, and if he gets found guilty on any of the other charges.
Because they bringing it back up. They saying that he did it supposedly because Biggie was gonna leave the label and he wasn't putting the album out. He was waiting till he got off the label to do the album, which it might have been that way because back then music producers were savage. I mean, music. It just seemed like producers in general was just monsters.
And look who really benefits from Biggie's music now. His mama gets a little bit, his daughter gets a little bit, Diddy gets majority of it. And it's just like, and we recycling verses at this point, putting it on different beats. People still loving it because it's B.I.G., but Diddy's the one getting paid for it. So it's crazy. This man's been in the industry this long. And that's the thing, like, that's what's so sad. Like, he's been in the industry this long. And you can't tell me people haven't seen or noticed these habits. But as soon as this video came out today, there was like 12 rappers who immediately came out and said something about Diddy and was like, oh, no, we ain't for that. We can't let you do this. Wait, she said something a year ago. And none of these rappers were condoning Diddy at that time.
Because they was looking at it like she was just like somebody who wasn't of stature. I'm like, Cassie's career was bright. Like
when she met Diddy, she was going upwards in her career, and then it just halted. Diddy didn't put no music out for her
because she had that song with Wayne, didn't she? The Special Girl.
Oh yeah.
That song was hot. I like that song. And then it's like after that, she got with Diddy a little bit after that, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, radio silence.
And that's the thing. Like I felt like he didn't want her to be in a spotlight unless she was on his arm and she was his trophy. I think Diddy's been a mastermind in a lot of this, and unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna pay for any of it because he has enough money to pay, like literally monetary wise, to get out of it.
When he dating Young Miami or JT?
It was Young Miami because JT's dating Lil Uzi,
which is diabolical in itself. So what if I'm like, what if she come out and say something? Because she was with you, and she with all that extra stuff too. So if some people got limits. So if she come out and be like, oh yeah, he blah 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 blah, it's like, wait.
See, but I don't think she's gonna say nothing like that because I think Diddy legit like, and if you think about it, City Girls was moving up. She started messing with Diddy, and now JT's dropping music, but Miami ain't on there.
They said they beefing, so they ain't even City Girls no more. It's just JT and Miami.
Yeah, they beefing right now, but that happens back and forth. But still, like JT was putting out music still and wanted to record. Miami wasn't. Who was she with this whole time? Diddy talking about I like it when he pee on me and stuff like this. Like what?
Did she say him specifically, or did she just say people in general?
She said she like it. She like being peed on.
When I see pee, I move.
But
when you see pee, you stay.
I bet not see pee coming my direction at all, or else some bullets coming your way. Let's be honest.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
If you ain't a kid, baby whose diaper I'm changing, I don't want to see no accidental pee. It ain't no such thing as I accidentally started peeing.
Nah, babies ain't safe. Everybody getting these hands. You better not pee on me.
So, but yeah, I feel like even with Miami, she's saying that she likes the stuff, but when you really put it in context, like this ain't Diddy first time doing it. We know she with Diddy, and she talking about she like getting peed on, and she like all this other stuff. And it's just like.
Didn't y'all learn about peeing on people when R. Kelly was in the whole case about peeing on this girl? And she said she wanted to get peed on. She literally said that she wanted to, but that's not the context of the case. The context of the case is that you were a young child and he was peeing on you, and you was just like, yeah, he was cool. It's like R. Kelly, so I was like, yeah, I'm with it.
Think about it though. Diddy and Kelly used to hang out. Diddy and R. Kelly did.
They said that
Jay-Z and R. Kelly
somebody posted that.
Jay-Z kind of left them alone.
Somebody posted a video and said, boy, their parties was probably absolutely diabolical.
Oh, they were. We know.
Them parties.
You ain't even got to be there to know.
No, I'm cool. But what do you guys think? We would like to hear from you people. Do you think Diddy is going downtown? Not Pound Town, downtown. Let us know on our socials.
All right.